How do we find a mentor who can help us in life transformation, in transforming our mind, in improving ourselves, and in finding the happiness, the fulfillment, and the success that our soul is seeking? A true guru does not offer us material rewards. That is the problem with society. We go to spiritual personalities for material gains. बाबा जी बेटा नहीं होता बेटा हो जाए, बाबा जी बेटे की शादी नहीं होती शादी हो जाए, बाबा जी मेरी शादी नहीं होती मेरी शादी हो जाए. We go to spiritual personalities and ask for material things. So some Babas also, they fall for it then. Just lift your hand and say, Jao bachcha tera bhala ho. Now you say to 20 people, Jao bachcha tera bhala ho. By random chance, by their own karmas, 4 of them will have their wishes fulfilled. They will go and do publicity amongst 400 people. You know, that Baba's blessing, and I had a child. Then now 400 people come. He says to 400 people, Jao bachcha tera bhala ho. Out of 400, by random probability, 40 of them had their wishes fulfilled. They did propaganda amongst 1,000, and Babaji's business started. So you ask such Babas, Mahatma Ji, you renounced the world and went to God. Why? Because you understood that happiness is not in the world. Are beta, there is no happiness in the world, it is in God. Okay, if you understood, then why are you giving to your disciple the reverse thing, the world? If you are giving, then where have you understood? Now, people very often cannot be blamed. They don't know. But the Guruji is a Jnani, he should explain. You see, if a little child enters the doctor's clinic and he goes to pick up a poisoned bottle and is about to drink it, he has opened the lid. If the doctor sees it, will he allow the little child to drink the poison? Of course not. He snatches it off. And the child is now upset. Ooh. The mother comes, why did you make my child cry? Doctor says, look what he was holding. The mother sees poison, she slaps the child. The child thinks these are my enemies. They are not letting me drink this interesting fluid. Arey beta, when you grow up, you will realize they are not enemies, they are your well-wishers. Similarly, we have been running after the world since endless lifetimes. Now you go to the Guru and again ask for the world. At least the Guru should explain that make it your goal to rise spiritually, to reach the ultimate goal. Don't again go where there is no happiness. Similarly, this concept of blessing also needs some clarification. We are always on the lookout for blessings. Guruji, please put your hand on my head. What will happen with that? Everything will happen. Really? If everything will happen by putting the hand on the head, then why should Guruji give a lecture? Guruji will say, all the people of Dallas line up and I'll keep putting my hand on everybody's head. If by the Guru's blessings everything could happen, the Guru would have been delighted to do that. But every bird has to fly their own flight. The Guru will explain to us, he will teach us, he will guide us, he will encourage us. But what we have to do, we alone can do, and nobody can do it for us. When the birds fly, the migratory birds, 120 miles in a day, once in a while one bird gets exhausted. The others can encourage, it's not so far now. But if the bird decides that I can't do it, down it goes. In the same way, we all are responsible for ourselves. The Guru will help us along. But if you think you don't do anything and the Guru will do it all, that will never happen. Next, if somebody is a true Guru, that person's words will be deeply impacting. They will go and hit us inside. They will transform us forever. That is the power of the Guru's words. The same thing, we have heard it so many times, we've read it so many times, but it never had any impact on us. And the same message we heard from the mouth of the Guru, and we changed ourselves forever. That is the power of the Guru's Vani. Because the Guru is not speaking from a book. He is sharing knowledge from the depths of realization. Kabir ji used to live in Kashi, the city of scholars. So the Shat Shastris of Kashi, they accosted him. They said, what is the matter? We are explaining with Shad Darshan, and nobody's heart is getting affected. And you are creating one verse in ordinary language, and hearing it, people are getting transformed. They are running towards God. What is the matter? Kabir ji said, the reason should have been obvious to you. तुम कहते हो कागज की लेखी. You are only telling what you have read. मैं कहता हूं निज आंखों की देखी. I am sharing what I have seen. And that is why the listener also is able to perceive the difference. There is something different. It is the same and yet it is different. That is the power of the Guru's words. Next important point. In recognizing a Guru, don't give importance to external things. This Guruji, does he wear saffron or white or yellow or black or red? Or is he Digambar, Naga? These are all external things. Supposing Guruji wears a tie, three-piece suit, will you reject him because he is wearing a three-piece suit? What is the importance of the externals? Mahatma means Mahan Atma. Noble soul, not Mahan Sharir. Sharir, body, everybody has got of the five entities, Prithvi, Jal, Tej, Vayu, Akash. Aji Sahab, this Baba, he only eats fruit. He is Phalahari. Really? Then he must be very elevated. But tell me, don't the monkeys also only eat fruit? Are the monkeys also elevated? What is your criteria? Haji Sahab, this Baba does not even eat fruits. So what does he do? He only takes milk. He is Dudahari. So then Dudahari must be higher than Phalahari. And this Baba, he doesn't touch money. but he travels by first class, his disciple purchases his ticket. So what is your criteria for renunciation? If by touching money he becomes disturbed, then the cashier in the bank is better, who is dispensing money without any disturbance. That is why these externals are no criteria. We don't want to see the colored clothes. We want to see the colored heart. Further, the chamatkars, these are also not important. We have adopted the philosophy, chamatkar ko namaskar. You see a miracle and you do namaskar. Now what chamatkar does this Guruji do? What chamatkar do you want to see? I want to see something that is spectacular to the eye. But your eye is material. And what the eye can see will also be material. So, if you wish to adopt the chamatkar siddhant, adopt it like this. Chamatkar ko dur se namaskar. Or otherwise, if you want to see the miracle of the saint, see this miracle. One worldly person started associating with him. And by virtue of his association, that person got changed. In other words, the Mahatma changed the person, not just produced certain gimmicks, etc. That is the real miracle. And now come to the most important point. If somebody is a true Guru, and we associate with that person, we will automatically experience detachment from the world and attachment to God. Just like if there's a ball of fire, let's say there's a fire burning outside in the month of January, when temperatures have gone sub-zero at night, you are away from the fire experiencing cold. You start taking one step towards the fire. And as you go closer, the cold is disappearing, you are experiencing the heat. In the same way, the Guru is a ball of God consciousness. We associate with such a Guru and don't experience attachment to God, detachment from the world. That will not happen. That is the pratyaksh praman, the perceptional evidence that you can see for yourself. Last point, supposing you have not found a Guru, then what to do? Should we wait until we meet a Guru? No. Whatever you have understood, start. The Guru will come along later. So that is why I have given you this knowledge, that it may help you until you meet a Guru.